Good evening. Today, we will be covering the post-market update dated the 2nd of February, 2024. After a muted reaction to the interim budget in the previous session, the market posted solid gains on February 2nd, with Nifty hitting a new high of 22,126.80, and the Sensex rallying more than 1,400 points. The benchmarks gave up some of the gains to close off the day's high. The Sensex ended 440.33 points, or 0.61%, at 72,085.63, and the Nifty 156.30 points, or 0.72%, at 21,853.80. Top gainers on the Nifty were BPCL, Power Grid Corporation, ONGC, ADANI Ports and NHPC, while losers were ICA Motors, Axis Bank, HDFC Life, HDFC Bank and HUL.
Talking about the corporate segment, we have shares of ABBOTT India soared 9% in the morning trade on February 2nd after the company reported a solid set of earnings for the December quarter. The company recorded a net profit of 311 crore rupees in quarter 3, up 26% on year. Revenue rose nearly 9% to 1,437 crore rupees, while EBITDA increased 24.2% to 387.6 crore rupees. The rise in revenue was despite adverse impact from the inclusion of some of the company's key drugs in the government's essential medicines list, which caps their pricing. The strong quarterly performance of the company also led to a spike in volumes in the counter. As many as 70,000 shares changed hands on exchanges, significantly higher than the one-month daily traded average of 25,000 shares. Adani Ports shares jumped around 5% on February 2nd to hit a fresh 52-week high of 1,287 rupees and 20 paise, a day after the company's quarter 3 earnings beat estimates. For the December quarter, Adani Ports' net profit more than doubled on year to 2,250 crore rupees, driven by robust power sales to customers and higher capacity utilization. Adani Ports' revenue surged 47% YoY to 7,426 crore rupees, driven by an increase in cargo volumes. The operating profit growth was attributed to improved efficiencies and capacity utilization, while revenue growth was aided by an increase in cargo volumes. Shares of an NBCC India jumped up to 19% each on February 2nd, a day after Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in her Budget 2024 speech promised 2 crore houses to be developed over the next 5 years under the PM Awas Yojana Gramin. Despite the challenges due to COVID, implementation of PM Awas Yojana Gramin continued and we are close to achieving the target of 3 crore houses. 2 crore more houses will be taken up in the next 5 years to meet the requirement arising from an increase in the number of families, the FM said. Shares of PAYTM were locked at 20% lower circuit for the second consecutive day on February 2nd amid the Reserve Bank of India's whip on its lending business. This included restriction against accepting new deposits and carrying out credit transactions after February 29. Brokerages turned wary after the RBI directive, leading to a decrease in target prices for the stock. Jefferies, for instance, downgraded PAYTM to underperform from buy, slashing the target price by more than half to 500 rupees from 1,050 rupees per share. Shares of state-run power company NHPC surged up to 14% to new highs on February 2nd, a day after Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced an increase in budgetary allocation to the sector in the interim budget. The allocation was 17% higher at 93,200 crore rupees from the revised estimates of 79,616 crore rupees last year. Investors reacted positively to NHPC allocation going up from 11,761 crore rupees to 9,006 crore rupees. The stock jumped 12% to hit a record high of 103 rupees on the NSE, its best single-day gain in around 2 years.
SKP Bearing Industries Limited in daily time frame is trading around 310.80 points with a change of 20% and is trading with a net volume of around 213,000 shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 268.89, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 77.39. Agrofars India Limited in daily time frame is trading around 55.80 points with a change of 20%, and is trading with a net volume of around 1.953 million shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 48.91, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 69.83. BML Land Assets Limited in daily time frame is trading around 312.35 points with a change of 20% and is trading with a net volume of around 4.701 million shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 239.92, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 87. For the stock recommendation we have, Tata Steel Limited looks good and can be bought at 139 rupees, keeping a stop loss of 134 rupees and a target of 143 rupees.
You can reach us via phone, WhatsApp, or email using the information listed on the screen. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial insights. And, as always, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, leave them in the comments section below. Until next time, happy investing.